Hi, this is Jason Teichner, and I decided that today I'm going to do another video on relationships, a quick little video. And so if you are in a relationship right now and you are completely happy, and you know you're completely happy, the first thing I'd like to say is congratulations. You're one of the few, and that's excellent for you. Second thing I'll say is you should not watch this video because this video will not give you any value. So I would turn the video off now, go look at something else. If your relationship is perfect, everything's good, nothing wrong, again, good for you. But I don't want you to waste your time. And plus I'm going to get pretty brutally honest as usual with the people that do need help, which is most people, and I was there as well. So now let me go into this a little bit. First of all, I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that I had a major struggle getting to this point. Did I say major? Yes, I did. So for several years, I had, did I say several? Yes, I did. For several years, major struggling with relationships. There was one time where I knew absolutely nothing about relationships, and I would keep choosing the wrong person over and over again, and not only was it not good for me, it was actually very detrimental. And so I want to make sure that none of you watchers out there go through anything else that's detrimental to your happiness. And of course, bad relationships are hugely detrimental to our happiness. So first thing really quickly I want to talk about is non-negotiables. A lot of people throw that word around not really knowing what it means and how to apply it in their relationship, or if they're looking for somebody, to have a relationship with. And so let me just say that the way to know whether something's a non-negotiable or not, first of all, what that means is that it's a quality that you cannot put aside. In other words, if someone has this quality and you can't be with this person, you're just unable to be with this person, you shouldn't be with this person. For example, one of your non-negotiables could be somebody that, I hear this a lot, somebody that is addicted to drugs or alcohol or anything else. And so that's a non-negotiable for a lot of people. So in other words, you can't see yourself living with a person like that. You'll just be miserable. You're constantly trying to, figure out how to take care of them or not. Or that's a whole nother thing. I work with people who are addicted as well, and that's a whole nother video I'll do. But right now, so non-negotiables. Now, how do you know if something is negotiable or if it's non-negotiable? Well, first of all, that person and you have to be willing to work on it through the 3 C's. Remember what they are? Commitment, compromise, and communication. If both people are not willing to work through it with those 3 C's, then anything actually will be end up being a non-negotiable for you. So the other thing is that I'm going to go back to what I said in one of my other videos on relationships, and that is that you have to ask yourself, am I able to be completely myself with this person? Am I able to be completely myself with this person? If you are, then whatever you're dealing with them isn't negotiable. It's not a non-negotiable because you're happy being with that person. You can be yourself. Another thing you want to ask yourself is, when I am with this person, am I able to forget all about all my worries? Am I able to just be in the moment? Am I able to be in the moment with this person and forget all about my worries? Time just goes by, can't even tell if it's going by fast, if it's going by slow, standing still. And so those are the questions that are vital to ask yourself when you're considering if something's non-negotiable or not. So if you're kind of all over the place, you're thinking about stuff, you're worried about stuff, even when you're with this person, that's not a good sign. And it probably means that there's something about them that's a non-negotiable. And non-negotiables don't necessarily have to be anything bad. They could be something good. They could be something indifferent. Like this person that you're with is ready to have children right away, and you're not. And that's not necessarily a bad thing for them, but it's a bad thing for your relationship, because if you're not ready, they are. That's going to be obviously a big thing, and that's a relationship to definitely get out of, because you're not going to be able to convince someone to not be ready to have kids at that time, or to be ready to have kids at that time. So that's just an example there. So I went through a lot of different relationships that a lot of different women that at the time I knew weren't good for me, yet I still decided to do it for adventure purposes. How many of you can relate to that out there? I thought so. So you also have to be ready to stop that pattern. And it took me a very long time until one day I just decided I was going to stop that pattern. And then I finally had a good relationship. There was another reason that we broke up, but it was my first actual good relationship. And so then I knew what I was capable of having. And from that point forward, I've never gone back. And that was about 5 years ago. So, so that's basically how that goes. Now, there are two basic ways that you can find somebody, someone that you want to be with for the rest of your life, whatever that means for you. Whether it's monogamy, whether it's not, whether you think it is or it isn't, and you need help figuring that out. That's all stuff that I help people do. Let's say, for example, though, you're the type of person that knows that if you found the right person, you could totally be monogamous with that person, just that person for the rest of your life. We'll take that as an example, because that's a majority of us. So in any event, what you need to do is there's a couple different things that you can do to find that person. And number one is to leave it to chance, right? You can definitely leave it to chance. Now, what are the chances that leaving it to chance is going to get you the person that you want for the rest of your life? In other words, fate. A lot of people call it fate. Well, remember when I said that about 80% of the marriages should have never happened? And that also goes with any really long-term relationship. Any relationship over 6 months that people stay in just, let's say, for the convenience of it, or they don't know how to get out, or they're not sure if they should. So, that's 80% of long-term relationships should have never happened. So basically what that means is that if you leave finding the person that you're supposed to be with, that you want to be with for the rest of your life, to chance or to fate, you have about a 20% chance of finding that person this way. There's plenty of people that do, right? 1 out of 5 about. So, you can do that. You may be wasting a lot more time until you get there, but I mean, you can definitely do that. You can definitely lead to chance, and, about a 1 in 5 chance you'll find that person. Or, I think the better way would be to have help, have some type of help, and it has to be from somebody that completely understands relationships, right? Because there's a lot of people out there, so-called, right, professionals that claim that they know a lot about relationships, that claim that they know the elements of a successful relationship, which the 5 that I talked about before: the trust, the friendship, the passion, the love, and the respect. And so there's a lot of people that claim to know what makes a relationship work and what compatibility factors to look for in someone, whether it's a psychologist, whether it's a matchmaker, whatever it is. There's a lot of people that claim to know that. And most of them, go figure, I'm going to say this, most of them have no clue whatsoever on what makes a relationship happen and what makes it continue to work. Most of them have not a clue. So I would, question them as far as what their methods are. And if it doesn't sound good to you, you're wasting your time, in some cases wasting money, in some cases a lot of money. And even if you don't join, let's say, a dating organization, something like that, you want to make sure you join one where there's a lot of personal help, because why else would you join? To just find people that are maybe a little bit more compatible? Yeah, that does increase your odds a little bit, However, you have to ask yourself, is that enough? Does it increase your odds enough? So finding somebody that really, really understands what makes a relationship work, someone that's been there themselves, over the course of several years, that has, formally kind of trained, formally and informally kind of trained, with experts taking out the, most of the stuff which doesn't work and only kept the stuff that does. And yes, I am talking about myself. However, I'm not so egotistical to say I'm the only one out there that understands how a relationship works, but I am pretty damn good at it. And so, whatever works for you, whomever works for you, that's okay. If you find someone else that has a method that works for you, that's great. All I'm doing is I'm offering my services to you, and that's only to cut down the amount of time it's going to take to find the perfect person for you, or to or to help you with your dating, just as a beginning step. So you could be at, we have A to Z as far as what we're ready for and what we're doing, right? So I can help anybody from A to Z and everywhere in between. And again, it's only from years and years and years of experience and years of trials and tribulations myself, understanding what I was doing in my own head, making those detrimental relationships okay in my own head, right? So, so whatever you tell me, I will not get shocked. And that goes with everything. I've heard it all. Really, I have. That's not even an exaggerated statement. I've heard it all, and in some cases seen it all, but definitely heard it all. So, you're not going to shock me with any stories that you have as far as what you've been doing, what's been going on in your past, type of people you've been with, whatever. It doesn't really matter. What matters is right now getting you to the place that you want to be, getting you to happiness in a relationship, and the type of relationship that is right for you. Okay, every person I see, it's very, very individualized. There's no cookie cutter approach. Yes, the elements are always the same of a success relationship. The 3 C's are always the same. However, how you get there, what type of relationship that means for you, that's where it becomes individualized. So if you say to me, Jason, you know what? I know that I'm not the type of person that can be with just one person the rest of my life. It's not because I'm psychologically not ready for it or whatever, which a lot of people aren't, and they just think they can't be monogamous, but they really can with some work. But if you know for sure, hey, I'm not, which there are plenty of people that do, hey, I know for sure I'm not the type of person that can be with just one person the rest of my life. However, I want a meaningful relationship, then absolutely we can get you there. So no doubt about it. I'll work with wherever you're at. But also at the same time expect that I'm going to be brutally honest with you as far as where I believe that you're at. Only because I myself had a lot of years to try to figure that out and finally did. So in any event, I'm here to help you wherever you're at. And I'm one of the best. I will not say I'm the best, but I'm definitely one of the best at this, just like I am one of the best at helping people heal from health issues with supplements and foods and things like that, and also mentally with hypnotherapy. So everything that I do and everything that is on my website and everything that I do videos about, I would not be doing videos about them, and those modalities would not be on my website if I was not one of the best at it. And so if there's something that I'm trying to do where I'm trying to become the best at it, which there's a lot of things I am still trying to do, because we're always learning, right? We never get to a place where we know everything. So yes, there's even more things I'm going to add in my modalities later on. However, I don't consider myself experts at those areas yet. So that's why I'm not doing them yet, and I'm not even talking about them. However, relationships and health issues, whether mental, physical, yes, I'm one of the best there is. And so, and again, that has to do, to me, at least in my opinion, with cutting out all of the time that it would normally take for you. I work quickly with you. I will work as quickly as possible with you. I don't believe in seeing people, or if the session's over the phone, I don't believe in talking to people, 5 times, 10 times, 20 times like some people do. I will get you there as quickly as possible so that, number one, you don't need me anymore, and number two, you can then go tell other people about me. Word of mouth, positive, most powerful form of marketing. So I want you to get better as the best that you can be, the happiest you can be, the healthiest you can be, as fast as possible, and then I want you to go and just simply tell other people about your experience with me, and then I will help them as well. So once again, wherever you're at in that relationship kind of phase, dating, whatever it is, in a relationship, not in a relationship, want to be, not sure if you want to be, whatever, let me know, and let's help you. So once again, say this in every video, but my website once again is, ready, write it down if you don't already have it, which can't imagine, just a lot of people left that don't have it, whatever. So anyways, it's www.lookfeelbehealthy.com, www.lookfeelbehealthy.com, 4 words smashed into one. Look, L-O-O-K, feel, F-E-E-L-B-B-E, healthy, H-E-A-L-T-H-Y.com. My phone number's on there, of course, my email, all the links to my other videos and radio shows I've done and all that, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, you name it, WordPress. I'm probably missing something, but anyways, just let me know how I can help you, because that is my job, that is my purpose in this lifetime, to help people heal from whatever it is that is ailing them. So I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.